What's up everyone, Cheetah here, and today I'm bringing you an achievement walkthrough for Little Mouse's Encyclopedia. This game is published by Red Deer Games, and it's developed by Circus Atos, and you can pick the game up today for a price of $12.99, and it's currently on sale for $10.39. So this is a super easy game that teaches you about different insects and animals and whatnot, and basically all we have to do is interact with each animal or insect in all 4 of the different levels to get the full completion. So it's really easy and will only take you about 12 to 15 minutes following along with this video. Also, if you have kids or younger siblings, this would be a really cool game to play with them. So starting off, we're going to choose the burrow level, and you're going to have to press the Y button here to interact with this little encyclopedia or tab, whatever you want to call it. And then from there, we can head over to the right side through the burrow here. And we have to interact with all of the creatures using the A button and the Y button. So make sure you wake them up, interact with them, and then check out their little tab or encyclopedia page. And just keep making your way over to the right. There's going to be some animals and stuff, or insects, I guess, on the ceiling as well. So just basically, if you really wanted to, you could just walk to the right and spam the A button and the Y button over and over again and make sure that you're interacting with all of them. And right here, be careful, there's 2 different animals right here, and it's kind of tricky. So make sure you get those 2, and then head over to the right, interact with these 2 little creatures over here, and then head up. And there's going to be 2 different sea creatures up here that we can interact with right here. So make sure you interact with the 2 up here, and then we can head back the way we came. So head back here, and then we're going to head up right through this little burrow up here. So it's kind of tricky, but hold up and make your way up here and interact with the different insects and creatures on your way up here to the top. And then once you're up here, you want to make sure you're interacting with all of the different plants and the flowers and whatnot, since they count as well. So just spam the A button and the Y button and make sure you're interacting with everything. And then over here on the right side, make sure you interact with the fish. And then this little water measurer bug, you have to wait for that bug to come over to the left side in order to interact with it. And I actually missed that on my first playthrough, so be careful. Make sure you interact with that, and then head over to the left side. Keep spamming Y and A to interact with all of the different flowers and whatnot. And then eventually over here, once you interact with this butterfly, you're going to get an achievement for interacting with all of the animals or insects in the grass. And so head all the way over to the left, and then we can head down to the burrow right here after you interact with all of those flowers. So head down here, interact with these insects, and then head over to the right and up right here and interact with that insect, and then head back down and interact with this one. And then we're going to head over to the right side, and we're going to go up the middle burrow right here. So head up here, interact with these last 3 little insects. And if you interact with everything, you should get an achievement like Burrow Expert, I believe, something like that. And that's going to be the end of this level. And then from there, press the X button to pull up your little index, and then press the Y button, and that should make you travel to the forest level. And you're going to get 2 achievements, one for traveling to the forest level, and then a second one for using the index to travel to a level. So now we're on the forest level here. And on this level, we're going to start off by interacting with what we can, and then we're going to head over to the left side and just keep spamming the A button and the Y button and climb up this ladder. And there's 2 things up here that you can interact with, so make sure you interact with them, and then head back down the ladder here and interact with this little tree sign thing there, and then head over to the left across these branches and interact with everything you can over here. And then once you're done interacting with the stuff over here, we're going to head down this ladder, and there's some more stuff we can interact with. So head down here, and then down here there's going to be some stuff on the ground you can interact with. So again, just keep spamming the Y button and the A button. And then over here on the left side, there's a little hidden flower you can interact with. And then head over to the right, make sure you interact with that little beetle and these little strawberries. And then head up this burrow here, interact with the moss, and then head back down and go to the right and interact with the anthill and the ants, and then these mushrooms and everything. And just basically make your way over to the right side, keep spamming the A button and Y, and make sure you're interacting with everything. And there's also like a little secret on this level, which I'm going to show you in just a second. So head over here, up this little burrow, interact with the fox and everything that you can, and then start making your way over to the left. Keep just spamming the A button and the Y button and interacting with everything. And then to the left of the snake here, after you interact with all of this stuff right here, we can actually press up and get into this elevator here, and that's going to take us up, and we can get an achievement for using the elevator. and the forest level. And there's also a hawk, I believe, up here that we can interact with. And this was actually the last bird that I missed during my initial playthrough, but I made sure to get it during the recording. So head back down the elevator, and you can feel free to interact with what you can on your way down if you want to, but you don't really have to. And then from there, we're going to head over to the left. So head over to the left and make sure you're interacting with everything over here. Interact with that badger. Head over here to the ladder on the far left side. And once you're done interacting with everything here on the ground, we can head up the ladder. So head up here, climb the tree, and head over to the right side. And interact with the bird and the tree over here. And keep making your way over to the right side. And just spamming the A button and Y. And make your way all the way over to the right side. And right here, we got an achievement for waking up all of the sleeping animals. And then from there, keep making your way over to the right side. And you want to make sure you interact with the 2 wasps right here next to the ladder. There's 2 of them. Make sure you interact with both of them. And then on the bottom right there were some insects you can interact with as well. So just make sure you interact with everything. Keep spamming A and Y, like I said. And climb up this ladder here. And then climb up this second one and interact with the bird up here. And then you can head back down and across the branches to the left side over here. And there's like 4 bees or some sort of insects right here that you have to interact with. So make sure you interact with all 4 of them just to be safe. And keep making your way over to the left side and interact with the spider and the bird over here. And just keep interacting with everything. And right there, we got the achievement for interacting with all of the birds and making them sing and whatnot. And I believe that's also going to be the end of the level over here. So I believe that's it. Yep, that's it. And then from there, we're going to press the B button. And we're going to put back out to the main menu. And we're going to start up the pond level. Alright, and starting off, we're going to head up to the top left here and interact with this little bird up here. And then you want to make sure you interact with the cattail up here and the little plants or whatever they are. And then there's some fish and whatnot, and you can make your way down. And basically, what I like to do for this level is like go up and down and then slowly progress to the right side. Make sure you get this little sleeping guy over here on the left side. And there's some insects hidden behind that rock there and a fish down here. And then I'm going to swim up and interact with the stuff up here and off to the right a bit, and then I'm going to swim back down and interact with the stuff here. And basically my tactic is I just swim over to the right a little bit and then head up and make sure I get everything in the little window there, and then swim over to the right just a tiny bit and then down. So basically just swim up to the top, get in this boat up here for a little secret achievement, and then once you get the achievement you can hop out and you can swim back down. So head down here, get the snails and whatnot on this little branch, and interact with everything down here. Head over to the right a little bit, interact with this stuff, interact with the fish over here, and then swim up and interact with this stuff. And just slowly keep progressing, making your way over to the right. So interact with that little dragonfly or whatever that was, and then make your way over to the right a little bit, interact with this little duck, and then swim back down. And make sure you got everything down here. And interact with this little beetle and the catfish over here, and then make your way back up and interact with this little spider over here. And then off to the right side, there's like a little web or something, or some frog eggs. Make sure you interact with those frog eggs as well as the frog at the top right, and then interact with the little reeds or whatever these are, and that's going to be the end of the pond level. So you can now press B and you can quit back out to the main menu, and we're going to select the final level, which is the garden. So start up the garden level. Alright, so starting off here, we're going to make our way over to the right, and we're going to interact with this bird, and then head up the burrow here, and interact with the butterfly on the left side, and then head back down through the burrow, and just keep making your way over to the right side, spam the A button and the Y button, and interact with this stuff over here, and keep making your way all the way over to the right side of the burrow, and interact with all this stuff over here. I'm losing my voice just a little bit. Interact with all this stuff over here. There's 2 little insects and a snail right next to each other there. Make sure you interact with that, and keep making your way over to the right side, And be careful because there's like a little insect hidden on this carrot here, and it's kind of hard to see, so make sure you get that. And then make your way all the way over to the right side and head up the burrow here. And then climb the ladder all the way to the top and interact with the stuff on the way up. And then head over to the left, keep interacting with all of this stuff over here. And make your way over to the left. Interact with all this stuff here. And right there, we got an achievement for exploring all of the vegetables in the garden. So from there, keep making your way over to the left side here. And you can ignore that ladder. Just head over here, cross these ladders, interact with the bird over here. And then make your way over to the left, interact with this bird over here, climb down the ladder, and then interact with that little pear or whatever that was. And then we're going to head over to the right, and we're going to interact with this stuff over here just to make sure we got it all. So head over here, interact with this stuff, and climb the ladder just to make sure there's nothing up here. And you can interact with that little tree right there. And then we can head back over to the left side, all the way over to the left, past the butterfly over here. And there's going to be some stuff over here we can interact with, and that's going to be the end of the game and everything, and you should get your last 2 achievements. Actually, we're missing 1 achievement for traveling to the forest level. Since we used the index to travel to the forest, for some reason the achievement didn't like trigger for visiting all locations. So after you get those achievements for finding all the collectibles and everything, you want to see, I'm checking my achievements here. I'm like, what? We're missing an achievement? Why? You have to press B and then just travel to the forest level, and that should unlock the achievement for visiting all locations. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching. Leave a like on the video if it was helpful, and please consider subscribing if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.